Hello. How are you? How am I? I'm doing well. I'm doing great. I don't have a necklace on and I feel bare. I look bare. Do I have my earrings on? I don't have hoops in, which I usually do. It spruces up my face. I look kind of plain Jane right now, but that's fine. That's okay. Because, kind of what I'm going for. Why not? How are you guys? I'm supposed to do a video. This is my maybe 5th time attempting to do a video this year. We're still working on it. Consistency is key, even if it's not posted. I don't know, the last couple videos I've done, I just felt like kind of unprepared. Like, I'm putting out a lot of my political views, a lot of things that I feel. And so when it comes to that, especially right now, I'm a bit nervous about it because I don't know what is that going to entail to later on, especially what I'm trying to do in my day-to-day normal IRL life. I want to do something with kids and my mouth is gruesome. So I'm really trying to keep it clean. You know what I'm saying? But it's becoming extremely hard. So I basically just wanted to come here and say I hope your New Year's was good. I hope your Christmas was well and all that good stuff. I will say I'm not necessarily a celebrator of such pagan holidays anymore, but I'm still open. I'm the type of person where just because I don't want to celebrate it, just because I don't want to do it or I don't believe in it, doesn't mean I can't give it respect or, respect everybody else that does. I truly don't give a fuck. It has nothing to do with me at the end of the day. Like, if I take myself out of it, why the fuck do I care? But that would be hypocritical because I like putting myself in a lot of things. We're gonna shut. But I have some things that I want to talk about today. We're gonna get into a lighter type video before I get into the serious political type views later on in another video. You will see, possibly, hopefully within the same day that I can get this edited and put out to you guys. But oh my god, I'm speaking so formative like I'm actually a YouTuber. Love this for me. See, practice make perfect. One day. One of the things that I want to talk about is Adin Ross and Doechii. Doechii and Adin Ross. We don't put that first. Anyways, love Doechii down. Doechii has been one of the women that I have gone to for music, for some of her old videos, for advice, as a influence, as a honorable mention. She is going to be, I don't know, I've seen a lot of people do their charts for this year. I haven't seen Doechii on a lot of people's charts, and that quite literally pisses me off. If I were to make a chart, Doechii would be in it. She is doing great things for the older black girls, teenage years coming up, 20s, mid-20s. She's hitting the 30s. She's hitting the 30 sisters. We get it. They get it. I'm not 30, but feel like it. But yeah, I just want to press upon, Doechii has been doing this way longer than Adin Ross has been streaming. The song was not about that man. The comments, the people, the stands made it about that man. Can we make that clear? Everybody had been calling her an industry plant. Why? Baby, I've known her since Spooky Cookie. Spooky Cookie. If you don't know that song by Doechii right now, you're lost. Anybody saying that Doechii songs is trash, you're confused. If she's trash, NBA Youngboy is trash. K-Flock is trash. Your biggest fave is trash. Because Doechii quite literally gives it creatively. Like, her and SZA, and I've been talking about SZA, it's like since last year when I seen her, really, it could, at this point, we also have to recognize that a lot of these celebrities are just media trained at this point. Like, media has been pressing upon everybody in the public eye. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter if you a Karen that got famous off of a 7-minute video and then now your life is just fucked. We are on y'all's ass. And we have been. and that's perfect. Do I need to take off my glasses for? No, I look crazy. But we've been on everybody's ass about not doing what the fuck they're supposed to be doing, being terrible people, because they are in the limelight. When you are able to see in front of your face who people can be, so I'm not gonna say us, but like normal regular people tend to think that that shit's not in their day-to-day life. Like the whole Krishan situation, sorry, down to the family drama, down to the man drama, a little bit of the motherly drama. Not trying to call nobody out because I'm no mother, but down to that, I know motherfuckers in my life that like went through that, go through that, act like that, type not act like that, but not everybody is perfect. That's one thing that I'm gonna stem up on later, maybe in another video. I feel like that's one of the biggest things that I've been thinking about is, why do we judge celebrity people so hard when, quite frankly, everything that we see them go through, we probably, especially as Black people, see this shit in real life. I'm not saying don't judge them. I'm not saying don't call them out. I'm not saying don't make them a warning figure of what could happen for people who act like that, because do better. But the way that we judge people instead of, okay, this is a big example of a lot of motherfuckers is like this. Let's understand. My wording for this week is humanity, empathy, sympathy. Not wording, but like my beliefs, my saying. Having empathy and sympathy for somebody. Empathy should just be a regular thing in a human's body. I'm so sorry that a lot of people, specifically men, were taught not to give empathy and sympathy to people. That sucks. And you think logic is all you need? Sorry, sister. So I'm here for a quick little second just to talk about something I was basically saying that I feel like I really want to pin on. Excuse my crusty lips. That I have been thinking about for the past few weeks as of things been happening on a political view standpoint. The things that we need to start having as human beings is humanity, empathy, which I was basically saying should be a given human reaction, sympathy, and understanding. You have people over here judging people because they don't have homes. You're over here judging people because they can't actively do something, because they can't bring something. You're judging people for not being able. We're just judging so much. We're judging, we're not understanding people doing certain things to themselves. So when you do things to others, I do not know if this is a whole changing last year, or the spiritual awakening. I'm not saying, I feel like it is genuine. I feel like that girl was tired. She was tired. She was absolutely fucking tired. I feel like it was genuine. Like, she came out with so much love. Her team was really pushing that shit, and I was like, as she should. Like, SZA, even on her Instagram, everything that she posts, everything that she's been standing for, whole Nicki Minaj beefing that shit. Like, SZA been on her 10 toes, and I love that for her. Like, she's really stepping up, and she's really showing the spiritual girlies. And I as a spiritual girly, like, I look at some people and I realize that motherfuckers really do not know what spirituality is, in a sense of like self-care, love, universe, and African spirituality. Like, they motherfuckers don't know this on a daily. Like, I thought this shit was normal. I'm over here La La Land, just crystal spirit. Everybody's like, huh? I'm like, you don't know what I'm talking about? Huh? You not clocked in yet? The world is drowning and you're not clocked in yet to yourself? Get on it. But anyways, don't like Aiden Ross. Never liked the Aiden Ross. I'm not trying to get on the bandwagon to this man. Fuck him. Why do you think that she's an industry plant? I feel like maybe I should interview this man. I need to ask him questions and he needs to answer it. I'm a Taurus. What would my name be? Nani Newton. I don't want his name. Cam Newton, aka Taurus, feminine here. Yeah, let me interview that man, please. His brain needs to be studied and put into a museum for science for dumb wiggers. Let's stop calling them wiggers. But yeah, she's simply a Black woman. And I was watching this video from the Jams, I believe their channel is. It's like a male Black podcast We don't listen to many of them, but when they're right, and I can agree with them with that. You know, love that for them. Very handsome boys, very handsome boys. But yeah, it seems like any black woman that comes out popping her shit, she's like a propaganda. She's an industry plant. And I'm just like, it would be different if she was a Ice Spice. And I'm not even, you know, trying to play on shades or whatever the case may be, but Ice Spice is a motherfucking industry plant. I'm not saying the songs ain't good. Just because you're an industry plant don't mean you can't be like a good artist. But anyways, I'm more disappointed in the men because at the end of the day, I took so much notes. Like, look at this. I got notes under here. I got colored. Girl, it's a mess, and I can barely see any of it because I wrote in color. But I'm more disappointed in the men. I seen the man that came out and said, you know, stop speaking about Doechii. It's da-da-da, whatever the case may be. Like I said, hi, baby. That's my baby Uma. We're going to take a hit. From me to you. Thank you. But yeah, he spoke about it, and I was like, you know, stand on it. Absolutely right. It's about time. I don't think in any of my 23 years of living I've ever seen something like this. And that calls for a fucking conversation. And that's what they were basically saying. I will give them the benefit of doubt on that. One of the guys that didn't necessarily talk too much, it seemed like he knew where he stood on it, and he felt the way that he felt. He's like, Adin Ross has been doing this for so long. Y'all niggas has been letting him get away with so much shit. And then now he say something, and then now y'all just like all over the place. And I'm like, I do get it, but I don't think Adin Ross, I mean, me personally, it literally feels like a distraction to an extent. So I want to like sweep past this. Doechii said what the fuck she said, and she meant it. And we mean it, and we stand by her. Sipping my kombucha on a rooftop, and then you know, she might copyright me for this, but I don't even want my speaker plugged in. You lucky. I would have played this song. It's so good. It's so good. Like, you can't tell me that you can't listen to that song and be like, this is a bop. It's a Buddha bop. This is a Buddha bop. But anyways, she's literally been in the game for 11 plus years, and like I said, I did want to kind of get off on that, but then I ended up taking more notes. So let's look into this. I said Adin Ross is right. Black men just don't give a fuck. Black men are not the greatest representation for what a man should be. You know, you standing up here with all this energy and all this power, but it's like, okay, who are you at home? He is not the person to call it out, but I might be. Who are y'all men when y'all are around black women? Like, is that a conversation too hard to have? Who are y'all? Do y'all know yourselves? And I'm talking to like 20 and up, possibly not even 20 and up. Baby, when you're 20, you're just like, bitch, I'm holding on for dear life. I'm holding on for dear life. I don't even know where I'm going. So I get it, but I feel like black men, y'all specifically, I'm just gonna say this and I'm kind of gonna leave it there. What Adin Ross has shown is that 1313, he possibly is not racist, but I say he's racist in my opinion, and I put it in the comments, because he does not respect black people. He does not respect why people have a ick over that word. And we're also going to talk about baddies, because Suki stood on business and nobody stood for her. And I was, quite frankly, manifesting myself in that moment back. So like, I could have been a spirit in the room and pushed over a table and just hit Gretchen. I was really trying. I was really trying. I was really trying. Like, that shit genuinely pissed me off. I was like, why? And this is why I love Suki, because no matter what the fuck Suki does, no matter how she pop her pussy, no matter what she does with a man, women still deserve respect at the end of the day. And I've seen videos of men hugging her. She looks uncomfortable. Same thing with old girl who allegedly said that Ty Lil essayed her. Okay. But that didn't mean that she ain't get approached, essayed, and or etc. etc. I will say she possibly tried to blame it on Ty Lil. I'm not gonna talk about it. You know, as a woman, stop lying. Stop lying. For the sake of us all. Because as soon as you lie, bro, you got people looking at us like we're crazy. And they already want to make us look crazy and give them an excuse to say, you know, I'm going to do it to you for real now. Type shit. Like, it's unfortunate. But that's kind of like what it feels like being a woman. It's like holding on for dear life, babes. They will not let up off our neck. You lying. And this whole and it's even women who will be like, oh, like, I can't believe there's so many men convicted of essay and they didn't do it. Look at the stats. Do a real Google fucking search for yourself and look at the stats. That shit is so wrong. But people don't want to read. People don't want to look up stats. People don't want to learn. Baby, I know about at least 10 facts off the top of my head, percentage wise. That's the movement that we need to start getting in as young adults, going into this world, going into politics, going into life. You need to know something. And a lot of y'all don't know shit. But anyways, I'm just ranting at this point. Excuse me, y'all. Us as black people need to stop letting people into the cookout, the culture, the rooms. N-word passes, don't know why that's a fucking thing. I found that out when I was like in 9th grade, and I heard it for the first time, and I just remember being like, get me out of this class, and I remember transferring. I'll never forget it. I was in a science class. I was in biology. I hated biology. Oh, okay. Tell me, what was y'all worst class? Like, what did y'all not like in school? I didn't have gym for a bunch of years. Probably why I'm so thick. Thank God. I seen a clip of him saying something along the lines of like, oh, it was like a PR thing on my end. That's my fault. Like, I tried that onto some bullshit, and then he realized that it was a bad PR. That's a possibility. Don't quote me on that. But can we also talk about who he's friends with and how he acts and the things that he said? The guy that was telling him, oh, don't talk about Queen, the Doechii, don't talk about Doechii the Queen, or whatever the case may be. You still a pussy ass nigga because you stood by him. His fans call you niggas and gorillas. They talk about you every day. He don't have respect for you, and you don't have respect for yourself, and that's what that looks like. That's what that looks like. And baby, I'll never put myself in that spot. I will, motherfucker, before I feel disrespected. And I'm just, that's just the bull in me. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, at this point, like, I'm either look at you like you're crazy, or we gonna fight. Period. And I hate a bitch. Oh, I'm not gonna fight. Then shut up. Then shut up. Be quiet. I feel like if you don't want to get into nothing, then why talk, Aiden? Why talk? Shut your mouth. You over here getting security. You over here getting cops. I've never seen a man so scared. I've never seen a man with money so scared. But I digress. Him being friends with, you know, that man as such, and then him also being friends with Drake. Mind you, in a song, Drake said, I could have you paying on a payment plan till you $150 for all the shit that I bought you on my credit card. What type of niggas are you? What type of are you? Like, and I remember being like, this is the pop in that whole song, because it's Slime Me Out featuring SZA, and I've been eating. Sorry, y'all. I've been eating it up. Oh, my stand is supposed to come anyways. I was like, wait. But anyways, we're gonna get this video out to y'all. I'm gonna try and speed this up. But yeah, Okay, we're back here to finish the little bit before it cut out on me. It's been like a little minute. I took a break because I started to get upset. But we're gonna finish this off. Basically, the last thing that I said was Black men need to learn from this at the end of the day. And I feel like that's what the Jam Boys were talking about. I think that's what they're called, the Jam Boys. The Jam is their podcast name. But that's what they were talking about at the bottom. Like, we should be using this as an example as Black men to not let niggas like this come back into your culture. Black men should have the respect for themselves and their women to just simply not do it. Like, we are so genuinely against each other as a community. It is bad. It is bad. But we can talk about why that is rooted in history and why Black women have been the forefront, but yet Black women get killed by Black men the most. Y'all are mad at the wrong people. I think a lot of Black women need to stop over masculinizing men. I won't say a lot because a lot of the Black women are clocked into the T, but a lot of y'all are dumb as shit and pissing me off. Just need to say that. There is no women need to be more submissive to men. How about just don't talk to me? Just don't like me. You don't have to like me. But you can respect me. You can protect me because you know what the fuck we went through in our history. And if that is not enough for you to look at me as your sister and something is going on and you step in or we take care of each other on some real shit, fuck you. Fuck you. Because you're not a part of the crew. I can't say I'm getting back to my pro-Black roots, but something that I have been noticing is lately I'm more of a feminist. I'm more of a pro-Black woman than a pro-Black person in general. I remember when I was young, I used to hear my family say, all you gotta do is be Black and die. Now, all I say is all I have to do is be a Black woman and die, because unfortunately, I understand that I am Black before a person. Unfortunately, that's how history has saw my skin tone, my lips, my nose, my hair, my eyes, everything. But I am a Black woman before I am Black. I'm a woman before I am Black. Being a woman is, in my opinion, really hard. And that's just me. You don't have to agree with me. You can disagree with me in the comments. We can have a nice, sweet, lovely conversation. I'm open to nice, sweet, lovely conversations. But I feel like being a Black woman is extremely fucking hard, bro. It quite literally is. It's hard. Being a woman is hard. Being a woman is hard. Being a Black woman. A Black trans woman, I'm not trans, but I feel like the most hated person in the world is Black trans woman. I will continue to say that. But yeah, Black men should be using this as an example. He might be the messenger, because what he said at the end of the day was, you know, how are you going to come to me and you don't even probably take care of your kids? You over here doing this, doing that. You know, you disrespect your baby mama. You don't even care about her. You all this stuff that we do see Black men do. And that's what I'm saying. The thing is, he got it from y'all. He got it from the niggas that was around him. Yes, Adin Ross, I feel like a lot of this is white entitlement. I don't know why he feels entitled to Doechie's career or anything of the such, because you're a man and she's a woman. Not that genders matter, but in instance, baby, it do, and it don't click. Like, it don't make sense. For what? What's the reason? I don't know, but at the end of the day, Black men need to use this as an example. Black women, we've done nothing wrong. Quite frankly, we've done nothing wrong. We've been told y'all this thing is weird. We've been singing this shit. We've been seeing the Andrew Tate shit. Red pill is dead. And any nigga who feel like they still fuck with it, they can die with it too. Clock it. So yes, that's all I have for this video, and that was just a little bit of what I wanted to get into.